I invite you to take your Bibles in hand and ask you please to stand as I read in your hearing. 1 Peter chapter 2, verses 1 to 10. Oh, we go. Therefore, laying aside all malice, all deceit, hypocrisy, envy, and all evil speaking, as newborn babes, desire the pure milk of the word, that you may grow thereby. If indeed you have tasted that the Lord is gracious, coming to him as to a living stone, rejected indeed by men, but chosen by God and precious, you also, as living stones, are being built up a spiritual house, a holy priesthood, to offer up spiritual sacrifices acceptable to God through Jesus Christ. Therefore, it is also contained in the scriptures, behold, I lay in Zion a chief cornerstone, elect, precious. And he who believes on him will by no means be put to shame. Therefore, to you who believe, he is precious, but to those who are disobedient, the stone which the builders rejected has become the chief cornerstone, and a stone of stumbling, and a rock of offense. They stumble, being disobedient to the word to which they also were appointed. But you are a chosen generation, a royal priesthood, a holy nation, his own special people, that you may proclaim the praises of him who called you out of darkness into his marvelous light. Verse 10, who once were not a people, but are now the people of God, who had not obtained mercy, but now have obtained mercy. May God add his blessings to the reading of this portion of his word.
All right, let's talk a little tonight about who are you? Who are you? Well, the person who knows most about themselves is yourself. Who are you? There is a principle called the Johari principle. The Johari principle is a technique that is used to help people to better understand their relationship with themselves and their relationship with others. Here's what the principle says. You know, others know, you don't know, but others know that once you were not a people, but now you are the people of God. Once you did not have mercy, but now you have mercy. That's your before and your after. And by the way, don't live on people's past. When mercy comes your way, God helps you to get past your past. And when you get past your past, leave your past behind. Can you imagine what you would have been were it not for the mercies of God? The song says, were it not for the Lord on my side, where would I be? Were it not for the mercies of God, we would have been consumed. Is that what the text says? But his mercy is new every morning. I wake up every morning to a fresh supply of mercy, and because of the mercy and the faithfulness of God, we are not consumed. Do you think you're here because of your own skills? Because of your own health? Because of your wealth? No, we're all here because of the faithfulness of God. Not because we are faithful, but because God is faithful. Thank God for mercy. Were it not for his mercies, we would have been consumed. So Peter said, we are not what we used to be, and we are still not what we ought to be. But by the grace of God, like the Jeffersons say, we are moving on up. And in 2018, we need to sense who we are, be discontent with who we are, and seek to become what we are to become. The next thing about who you are is that we are here as ambassadors in an ungodly world. Who is an ambassador? An ambassador is one who represents its country in foreign lands. Am I right? I used to learn a pun when I was going to school and doing English. They say an ambassador is one who lies abroad for the good of his country. We represent God wherever we are. So wherever you are, remember who you are. I am God's ambassador in Maypen, in Hazard, in Hayes, in Lionel Town, in Hunts Pen. You are God's ambassadors. I hear you have a meeting coming up in a few weeks. Let me tell you this. People know you, who you are, and are disappointed when you disappoint them. They might not like you, but they know you. That's why, as an ambassador in your community, you have to walk out there conscious of the fact that somebody knows you. I have not been in Maypen for many years. The last time I had the meeting here was 1992. That was, 26 years ago. And I came here the other day and I went into the town of Maypen. I was walking when somebody called me by name. I didn't remember the person, but the person didn't forget me. There are eyes watching you. And you're an ambassador in for God in this ungodly world, this unfriendly world, this cold world. And you are to remember to live godly lives in a pagan society. And if you think Maypen is pagan, come and live with me where I live. I can't go knock doors and give out tracts without permission. I can't leave a tract in your mailbox. If caught, it's a civil law punishable by fine or imprisonment. We can't do in gathering unless you get a permit.